We're live. Good afternoon, everybody. Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark. We are just on YouTube today. I haven't connected it to our Facebook page at all. We're just going to be on here for a couple of minutes. So maybe more than a couple, maybe a few. What's up, you guys? I'll give you all some time to filter in. Say hello to a fellow teammate as you come in. Please make sure that you also hit the thumbs up button. Super important. Super important. What's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, Valerie? Got two Valeries on here. Hi, Tracy. What's up, lady? Anita Essex, Victoria Winters. Michelle Burrow. Thank you so much. I definitely do appreciate that. Miss Mello. Hi, Miss Mello. Hi, Miss Wright. Jessica J. What's up, everybody? Yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up button as you come in, please, and thanks. What is it on YouTube? Thumbs up, right? The like. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please, as you enter into the room. Give you guys a quick update. I'm not going to be on here terribly long at all. What's up, Chiquita? Hello. What's up, Miss Booker? Hey, lady. Karen Taylor, what's up, lady? Miss Turpin said, it's so good to hear your voice. Been praying for you. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate it. Hi, Cynthia Tucker. Vincent, hello. Victoria Mitchell. What's up, lady? Glad to hear from you. Last week. Judy Parker, hello. Hi, Miss Hunter. Teresa Taylor. Marva Hall, what's up? What's up, Miss Burrell? What's up, everybody? Hey, Felicia Brown. What's up, you guys? I can't say hi to everyone, so don't send me a message, all right? Telling me about how you poured your heart out in the comment section. You said hello, and I ignored you. Don't do that. Don't do it. All right? What's up, Miss Dorsey? Just for me, Carrie. All right. What's up, everybody? So I'll give you guys a quick update on me, what's going on with me. This is for the people who really genuinely care and people who fuck with this page, teammates, and whatever other squads and teams that's out there who care. This update is for you. For the rest of you hoes who just nosy, miserable than a motherfucker, and love to talk shit, but you on this live waiting to hear the update about the court date or anything else. I don't owe you bitches shit. Huh? And I'm not talking to the teammates or to other people who fuck with this page. I'm talking about the bitches who got something to say, but waiting with bated breath for me to go live. You know who the fuck you are. You bitch. Hi, Miss Thomas. I definitely appreciate that. What's up, Cheryl? Listen, the last time I was on, I was on my way into the hospital. I was on my way into surgery. I was in the hospital. On my way into surgery to get my gallbladder removed. You know, it's pretty. A lot of people don't have their gallbladder. It's pretty standard procedure. You know, more or less. You know, it's not like having you know, a liver transplant or something crazy. You know, getting your gallbladder removed is pretty common. It's a pretty common thing. However, what happened with me, I'm still in the hospital, just FYI. For all you nosy yuck mouth assholes, with all your wrong speculations, don't know motherfucking bitch ass thing, but you got that yuck mouth running. Still in the hospital, and I have had some complications from the surgery, and it's been hold on one second, you guys. I'm not sure. Somebody trying to come into my room. Maybe. So I have had the hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. You guys, I literally have been sitting here for a while. As soon as I hit the live button, my nurse walked in. But hold on, you guys. Hold on one second. Hey. In the hallway when I was out doing a little walk to stretch my legs. And she said, it's two of them now. It's that wrong. What's the other one? Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one she already had. And yeah, how long is this one going for? An hour? 2 hours? Okay. Oh geez. Who brought the other part of the machine in here? Was it you? Because there's just one up here. Must have been what you call it overnight. Mm-hmm, probably. Hold on, guys. I swear, you guys, it's like waiting for an elevator. Wait for the elevator. As soon as you hit them steps, the elevator comes. um. So yes, I've been here ever since. It's a lot. I mean, I'm befuddled. You going to check? You going to check? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you gonna put that one up once this one is done? Okay. Okay. Um. So I do apologize for that. I've been sitting in the fucking room for hours, and as soon as I hit the fucking live button, here comes somebody coming here. One of my nurses. Um. So what happened was I developed one of the things that happened was um I got my gallbladder taken out, as you guys know, and I developed um, a couple of abscesses as a result of that side effect of it. And the only thing about an abscess, you know that it's full of pus and infection and all that stuff. So it's infected, very much so. And so they went in, they had to go and do a procedure to remove the abscesses and the infection, and they didn't get it all. How they know is I wasn't getting better, and they did another CAT scan, and so I had to go back to the operating room on the table again, put to sleep again through the whole operating procedure again in order for them. What happened was one of the abscesses or the infection was deep within a crevice, and they didn't see it the first time that they did it. That they went in to remove when they initially went in to remove the abscesses and clear them out and clear everything out. They didn't see this crevice, and so they had to go in, and they did, and flush all that out and clear all that out, and put me on some strong antibiotics. Then they had to do what's called a culture. And that's super simple. I've done millions of them because, as you guys know, one of my undergrad degrees is in biology. I've done plenty of cultures and inoculations and all that stuff during my studies in undergrad school. Um, just very simply put, it's when they take a swab of whatever the infected part is, your womb or whatever. They just swab it, and then they what's called inoculate it. They put it into like a test tube with this sugar base on it, and then they put it. They wait to see what's going to grow from it. It's a short version of it in layman's terms. So they do a culture to see what kind of bacteria is growing, basically. Because otherwise, you're just giving broadband bacteria, antibiotics, and you are not necessarily targeting the appropriate or correct bacteria strain. So they did a culture and took a while for the culture to come back, and it did. So now they are using the appropriate antibiotics for it, because I did some other stuff by IV drip. Like, it's serious. If I had left this hospital, if I had left after my gallbladder surgery, like let's say I just wanted to check myself out, or I left, early or prematurely or whatever, I would be dead right now. 100%. 100%. I would have been septic, and I would have been dead, because I wouldn't have come back to the hospital, because I was like, oh, I'm still not feeling well, but I'm gonna chuck it up to, it's just, part of the surgery. It's a growing pain from surgery. I'll get over it. I'll push through it, because that's just what we do, right? As women, we push through things. And that's exactly what I would have been doing. I'd have been on the grind and pushing through and going about my daily business. In the meanwhile, something very insidious would have been happening inside of my body. That infection would have festered, and I would be dead right now. Definitely. The amount of antibiotics that they gave me, copious amounts, straight through my IV. So, so there's that. And, it's just been one thing after the next. So that's just one piece of it. Then there are a couple of other pieces. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but just give you a high level overview. I owe that to the teammates. You yuck mouth ass bitches, y'all just happen to get it. You happen to be able to catch the update, because you standing in the crowd just like everybody else trying to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. You stand in the crowd with the people who care. So there you have it. You hoes can stop speculating, loud and wrong. As far as the court date, you all also know that Carmen is currently out on a warrant, out of jail, that is, because we had a court date on the 23rd of October. And listen, when you've been in the hospital, I've been in this hospital for a long ass time. When you've been here this long, your days start running together. I believe it was the 23rd. Y'all know the date, the long anticipated date. I didn't have to be there. I absolutely positively did not have to be there at all. She had to be there, but I didn't have to be there. So I will have the updated court date for you guys. I don't know, maybe I'll post it in the Cherry Pick group, but there will be another court date coming up. I'll let you hoes chase it down, since y'all love, oh, where's the date? Where's the case? What does it say? Y'all something else. There is another date, and those who need to know will know what the date is and all that stuff, right? But no, I haven't dropped shit. I haven't forgotten shit. I haven't let shit slide. No, I haven't taken a bribe, took some money. Y'all some fucking dingbat, definitely. And I mean, you've been watching me for 2 years. You ought to fucking know by now that how I move and how I operate. That's absolutely not even an option at all. Like, you lied to get me thrown in fucking jail, literally. And and you threatened to take my life as well. So we're gonna let the courts handle that and dole out whatever punishment that they see fit. I said that for the last several months. I don't have a jail or hell to put anyone in. All I could do is take you up to the gates. Okay. I could take you up to the gates of hell and see if you get, dealt with, if he lets you in or not. But I can't let you in hell or jail. But I'm damn sure gonna do my part. So so that's that for that. I know you guys were wondering whatever happened with the court date and what all was going on. You guys make sure you hit the thumbs up button, please. So so that's that with that. And we're in November. I can't believe we're like in holiday season already. I have some other stuff too that's coming down the pike as well. And I'll let you guys know about that the closer we get to it. But just know that ain't nobody getting off the hook for the shit that's been done to me over the last 2 years. Cause all I do is sit on my page and pop my shit. That's what you do as an influencer. But when you start doxing people's information and you start threatening people's lives and shit like that, following people, showing people, I mean, it's come to my attention that Carmen and Tay, Pap and Scrap, No Booty and the Blowfish, were outraged that Snot Boy, that'll be Darius Crooks with an R, that Snot Boy showed their license plate. How the fuck y'all mad about something like that? First of all, that license plate has been shown umpteen times on lives. When she did that so-called charity drive down there at the hospital, last year, the year before last, whenever it was, she was all outside the back of the Jeep. I mean, the only thing that was in view was the license plate in the back of the Jeep as she was unloading the toys that she got from Five and Below to take to the hospital. The license plate was on full display. And we've seen it many, many times. It's a vanity plate. We've seen it. So how the fuck you fake mad that somebody showed Tay's tags? Huh? How? Y'all did it to me. Y'all went down to the Hilton where I was living and took pictures of my car and my tags. Yes, the fuck you did. And you posted it online. You posted my driver license on. How the fuck y'all mad? You fake mad. You know why? Because the pool done dried up. Huh? The lake done dried up. Nobody talking about your ass anymore. And so you got to create some fake outrage, manufactured outrage, to get you a few likes. Because it's come to my attention. You've been begging and pleading for people to go to your page and watch your videos. I want to talk about how people was eating off of the Panther during the time that we was roasting the shit out of her, like 2 years ago at the height of it. Nobody ate more than the Panther. And Pappy and Scrappy, they were eating good as hell when we were talking about them, me and everybody else, when we all on their asses and reporting about them. They were eating swell, them and their team. They ain't never saw numbers like that before ever and haven't since. But talking about somebody eating off of somebody, get the fuck out of here. I have my own talent. I eat off my own fucking talent. Okay. And you wouldn't have to be fake mad and have fake outrage about some tags being shown that we all already know about and seen. If you wasn't, reporting all these pages. I've heard that y'all have gotten pages taken down and pages reported and shit. In the middle of the night, y'all just reporting people content and materials. I mean, which one is it, bitch? You want people to talk about it and you so you can get the likes, views, clicks, and money? Or you don't. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. Nobody ate more than them at the height of all this shit. Nobody. Oh, this IV is itching my arm. Oh my God. Woo. This IV is itching the shit out of my arm. So what's up, OG? Hi, Melissa. What's up, lady? Hi, Miss Joanne. What's up? You can't have it both ways. Share the video, like the video, repost the video. But you mad that people talking about the video. Like you want people to only say positive stuff about your videos and about you? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Do something positive. Maybe we might report on that. You so-called feed the homeless. What state was it, y'all? Y'all let me know because I literally have not been keeping up with any of this shit. Sometimes I go and look on our in our cherry pick group. That's how I know anything. I haven't even been in the cherry pick group in my own group. So not on a regular basis. I skimmed through before I came on, just to get some highlights of some stuff. But but that's about it. Let me go down 1 second. Down there, fake feeding the homeless, asking for tips, and not in the actual disaster area where the disaster was. You don't need to go to a disaster site where there are plenty of resources. The Red Cross, Blue Cross, all those other crosses. Start in your own backyard. If you really genuinely want to feed homeless people, you don't need to leave the state of Texas to do that. It's tents and camps and boxes set up all around Texas and Georgia. If you want to make it there, if you genuinely concerned about helping and feeding homeless people, not go somewhere where there's an abundance of help already in place, and and collecting money for it, and also asking for tips for it. That's self-serving. That's self-serving. If you really, really want to, you really have a heart for the people, and you really want to feed some souls, start in your own fucking backyard. I guarantee you, I've seen that area where y'all live. Like, I've seen the Google street view of it. Yeah, I got some homeless people right in your block. You live in the hood. Y'all live in the hood. So you ain't got to go far at all to feed people in your own backyard. If you really want to, if that's really where your heart is, not trying to chase and hang on to somebody's, you know what I'm saying, coattails. Huh? You hanging on to people's coattails, trying to chase a dollar, and instead of doing something, genuinely from your own heart with the money you already collected from Feeding Souls. Why do you even need to collect donations or tips when you got that Feeding Souls page up for donations 24/7, 365? You should be pulling from that. Get it out your own pocket. However you get it, and do it. No, that made too much sense. And then go into the what? I can't see it. And then go into the casino. She's been at the casino. I ain't surprised. I thought she said she was done with the casino. I thought she said she was done with the casino. What happened? Huh? OJ said, right, flying all over the world. Listen, guys, if you're going to do something, a charitable deed, do it from your heart. Don't do it with, you know what I'm saying, with expectations of getting something in return other than God's blessings. That's it. And you will get the God's blessings if you really doing something genuinely, truly from your heart, and they really ain't shit in it for you. You're not trying to profit off of it. You're really trying to help people. You don't need to cross state lines to do that. Go downtown Houston. Go link back up with that pastor Evie. Oh, she done with you. My bad. After you switch to her Cash App account information got switched. She was done with your ass. But link up with people who are already established. You don't need to reinvent the wheel for anything in life. Link up with people who are already well established in the Houston area. Have we seen her do that? No. We haven't seen her link up with any prominent non-for-profits who are truly out there pounding that pavement religiously every week like clockwork in a designated spot feeding the homeless. That's not what she do and does or have been doing at all. It's not what she's done. I mean, you claim that's your ministry. You claim that's where your heart is and that's what God is directing you, but you only do it with something in it for you. Yeah, that's self-serving. Let's see. She went a couple of times. Oh, to the casino? I ain't surprised by that, child, at all. I'm not surprised by that at all. A few of my friends, I have a few friends who graduated from FAMU, and they did see her out there at the festival. They didn't buy any of her food, but they absolutely saw her out there and absolutely did not patronize that business at all. Said the food looked deplorable. And I mean, there are plenty of pictures out there floating around about it too. Um, you know, you're going to do something, do one thing, be good at whatever that one thing is, you know, not half-assing it just to get the money. It's one thing about the FAMU homecoming, they have it every year. So it's not like one of these little festivals you chase where you can half-ass the food because you ain't gonna see them anymore. The same family people will be back year after year. And you better believe that they're not gonna patronize your business if they know that you were gouging prices and or that food didn't match the price that you were charging. You will not, that's not a good way to have repeat customers for an event that you attend every year at all. Hi, Miss Marcus. I'm not on here for long at all. This is light work. Okay. What I really want to tell y'all is today is what, Tuesday. Today is election day. Today is the day that you are supposed to go out and exercise your right to vote, to pick someone to lead this great nation that we live in. And it is a great nation, 100%. Are we perfect? No. But this is our nation, our ancestors. If you're Black American, our ancestors are the ones who built this nation up to what it is today for 400 years pre-slave labor. This is your time to exercise your voice and be heard. This is a very important election. I'm mad that I'm in this hospital still because I've never not voted, ever. My family is extremely, very in tune with the political scene, and it was ingrained in me as a young child to vote. It very important that when I get of age that I needed to vote, and when I turned 18, it was ingrained in me very much so. Voting is extremely, extremely important, and this has always been stressed in my family, big time. Vote. If you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain. You don't have a right to complain about inflation, gas next year, this time next year, if gas prices up or whatever it may be, and you complaining about it, you don't have a right to complain about anything because you didn't vote. You have zero right to open your mouth. So this is your time to to exert your power as much as you have over this situation, meaning this race. I can't even believe that it's neck and neck. I can't believe that this race is so close, that this man is neck and neck. I cannot believe it with Kamala Harris. I can't believe it. And that just goes to show you, like, I think that when he won the first time, obviously, there was a lot of cheating, but I think a lot of people didn't vote because they were like, I ain't voting. I'm not going out to vote. Like, there's no way he's going to win. He's a game show host. It's Trump versus Hillary Clinton. There's no way he's going to win over Hillary. Hillary has been in politics her whole life. Her husband, Bill Clinton, is the ex-president of the United States. She got this in the bag. It's a no-win. It's a landslide. I'm not even going to bother about voting. Not me, because I always vote. But there were many people who felt like that, like, fuck it, I ain't even going down there to vote because this is stupid. Like, of course she's going to win. And guess what happened? She didn't win. He did. And every time for people who don't vote, it's like voting for the person you don't want. It's like it's like it's going in his favor, Trump's favor. So please make sure that you get out and vote. This is extremely important. That you do this. It doesn't take, very long. Right now it's 3:00. Well, it might be, if you didn't vote early, you're probably going to be there for a while. But, once you get in, everything should run smoothly. You go in, you cast your vote. And not just for the presidential election, but there are other things that are up for re-election as well. So make sure that you vote. Of course, I vote blue. I don't believe that any man on the face of this earth should tell a woman what to do with her vagina at all. If you don't have a vagina that God gave you and you don't bleed out of it every month for a week, for 50 years or so, you have no right to tell me what to do with mine at all. So, all these people out here who are against abortions and wanting to make it a law, even if you get raped, you still have to carry the baby full term. And I mean, it's outlandish. How you could align your values with something like that is crazy to me. My thing is, I'm scared about this election because whether Trump wins, if he wins, obviously this is a very scary situation. Like how if he wins, that's extremely concerning and scary, extremely. If he loses, it's just as scary. We know he's not a graceful loser. We saw what happened the last time he lost. Riots, people died on Capitol Hill. He interrupted the peaceful transition of power. He never did concede. He never did. I mean, just terrible. Had them recounting all the votes, talking about it, voter fraud and X, Y, and Z. It was absolutely horrendous and a debacle. So I fear that it'll be more of the same if he loses this election as well. So either way, it's gonna be a spectacle. Whether he win or whether he lose, he's gonna show his ass either way. And it's gonna be terrible. If you've already voted, let me know in the comments if you've already voted. Yes, and he has 34 felonies. That's unheard of. Well, I was talking to the Cherry Pick group, I don't know, last week sometime really quickly. And one of the things that I thought of was like, wait, what does it even, what's the rules to even be a president of the United States? I could only think of 3 at the time off the top of my head. And then I had somebody look it up and they were like, yeah, those are the only 3. So you have to be of a certain age, right? You have to be, I think it's like over 35 years old or something like that. 35 or 36, something like that. I thought it was 35, but then somebody came back and corrected me and told me it was 36. You have to be a U.S. citizen, like natural born. That's why Trump was trying to get President Barack Obama, to show his birth certificate. Remember, he was hounding him for his birth certificate, telling him he wasn't American and, et cetera, et cetera. But yet he wouldn't show his taxes. Like, the orange man is such an abomination. It's not even funny. And what's the third one? I forget. I have hospital brain, you guys. You have to be you have to be of a certain age. You have to be a U.S. citizen. And what's the other one, guys? It's like 3 things, which is absolutely ridiculous. And you know why it's so lenient? I'm convinced that there isn't like a host of rules and requirements to be at the helm of the mightiest nation in the world, because the people who made the rules about voting and the policies and the Constitution and the Declaration and all this other shit, the people who wrote that were who? White men. And they wrote it for themselves. They wrote the rules for themselves. So of course they're not going to write that you have to have this, that, and the third and make it super stringent, because they were writing it for themselves. They weren't writing it with women being in mind, possibly being a contender, or a Black person being a contender. That was never ever supposed to be the case. So they built this nation. Obviously, it was built around bigotry, built on bigotry, and and the rules that are so loose and lackluster as they apply to politicians is that way by design, because they knew that they were writing the rules for themselves and not Black people, because they never expect us to hold offices, or hold positions in those high offices like that. So they weren't writing the rules for the common person. They were writing it for themselves and making it super, super easy for them to maneuver in this space, in the political space, without a lot of stringent requirements. Because how the fuck you a whole felon? Hold on. Hi, you guys. Hold on one second. You guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here because I have to go. One of the nurse managers is here, and this is a very important conversation I have to have with her. Make sure you vote. It's super important. And I'll catch you guys on the next slide. Love you. Bye. I have a pod.